If you are looking for the most expansive, well-crafted yacht on the water between 50 and 60 feet, the Galeon 560 Fly is for you. As we start here on the submersible platform here at the back of the 560 Fly, we get an idea of what that innovation and craftsmanship really looks like. Some of the items that jump out at me, knowing that Galeon crafts their own wood and crafts a lot of their own hardware, is the fit and finish of the teak here on the submersible platform. You do have an emergency ladder that's going to be accessible from in water if the platform's still up. But on the port side of the boat, we've got a submersible ladder that if the platform's down or your tender's engaged, that platform, for those that are enjoying the water or they're out on the beach, can access the platform with it down in the water. We've got a rear-facing social zone that if we're hanging out and watching the kids or interacting with the people down here on the water, and then we've actually had access to the crew quarters here as well that are much larger than any boat in its class, between 50 and 60 feet. Not only do we have a bed for our skipper or crew, or maybe your Boy Scout level of a grandson, we've also got a full wet head shower and toilet cut through the crew quarters, and you can access the engine room powered by twin Volvo D13s. You're going to have easy access to maintain those AC strainers, check on engines, check fluids, but access that from the rear of the boat. As I come up to the cockpit, we get introduced to a social zone that's great for dining or sitting in the slip and enjoying cocktails as we watch the sunset. We could see that we comfortably sit, 6 adults around this wraparound couch. We've got this neat table and protection from the elements under that carbon fiber superstructure that has cues from their other lines and other boats. But we're starting to trickle into my favorite parts of the boat, and that expansive salon. Before we do so, we just want to take in the sights we're going to see when we're out on the water, and a great place where my family's going to sit, my kids are going to enjoy it, and we're going to take in drinks, cocktails, and dinner. We're going to sneak up to the Flybridge and get a better look at those other social zones and those other views that this boat could provide. So as we work our way forward on the Flybridge, we've got these freestanding Galeon branded lounge chairs, but what sticks out to me is the opportunity to be creative. We've got a huge dance floor and a huge opportunity to rearrange the furniture as we would like, but also an opportunity to change the furniture if we wanted to change those chairs. The kitchen and galley area here could double as a prep station. We've got chiller plates in the refrigerated icebox in the corner. We do have the grill and wash station and sink, as well as a nice countertop over here to the port side that's going to allow for setting up charcuterie, wine, cheese, dinners, foods, but it turns this whole Flybridge area almost into a boat of itself. We work our way forward, we see a good look at these 2 folding tables with wraparound seating. The bench rest or backrest that are furthest forward do go front to back, that you could adjust from forward facing or interacting and participating with the people that are hanging out on this wraparound seating. So as I work my way to the helm, you do see that forward facing backrest or the backrest that can flip front to back. But the helm on the Flybridge is probably the helm that the captain's going to spend the most of its time. Whether the boat's owner operated, you're using a skipper or a crew and mate, this is the opportunity where I'm going to sit, and I've got an adult where I can sit, 2 wide. I can flip-flop that seat to the port side of the boat on that Flybridge and have a spouse or a dad or a crew member that's riding with me to be forward-facing for those longer treks. But it's a neat opportunity for a good, clean look, easy access to each of my controls with a tilt helm, tilt steering, and each of the pieces of equipment that are just clearly labeled with those twin 16-inch ray marines. As I sit out here on the port side of beach mode, we're deployed. We've gone to a slightly under 16-foot beam to an over 21-foot beam. And I'm looking into the salon, I'm looking into the kitchen and the galley. I've got an opportunity to notice a lot of innovation and a lot of craftsmanship. We see the doors deployed where the side glass is now acting as an aquarium style feel that I'm overlooking the kids playing in the water, or maybe we're enjoying the watercraft and our sea bobs. I've also got to remember when the door's not deployed, it provides that natural lighting that Galeon is well known for. Stepping around the craftsman innovation of the starboard side, we've got seating that has the front and rear facing backrest, and it's expansive from both port and starboard. So with just 2 easy steps forward, we come to that expansive bow seating. While many boats in its class is just going to have a flat sun lounge, we've got an opportunity to choose. We've got a social zone with some forward facing, we've got backrest that can swing in to make it a more expansive lounge, but we could also be forward facing or rear facing, that if we're going to hang out up here and have drinks or suntan and watch the dolphins pass by, we've got a big opportunity to have multiple people enjoying that front area and seating of the boat. So as I step into the salon of the Galeon 560 Fly, the boat tells a story. You've got an opportunity to see that inclusive seating after a long day on the water, whether we're coming in to get a break with a crisp air conditioning, or we're going to spend the night on the boat. On some very convertible or even expansive interior, we see this starboard side bench is inward facing, and we've got that wraparound seating that could be for dining. But what it sticks out to me that I think is really cool is you've got an electronic actuated table that is going to lower down with a bow or a filler cushion that's going to slide on top of that. That's going to turn this into a large expansive couch with a TV that's going to pop up and come out behind this starboard bench. That's going to turn this into a wonderful spot to hide, take a break in the day, soak up some of that air conditioning, and lay out and watch a movie. We need to remember that it is a dual station boat, and while I'll spend the most of my time operating the boat from the Flybridge, if I want to get out of the elements, sit in the air conditioning, or get away from the weather, I can operate the boat from the lower helm and lower station. A couple key things to look at is we've got twin 16-inch MFDs from Marine. We've got our switching and controls easily accessed at the tilt helm. Switches there, thrusters there, but I've got room for two to sit two wide. If I'm an owner-operator, which is commonly how I'm going to use the boat with my family and young kids, you're going to find me stepping away from the helm, but if I'm going to tie up and get fuel or put the boat away at night at the dock, that I can access midship door to run up to the bow, help tie lines, or step to the back of the boat versus cutting through the salon here. As we stand at the furthest forward VIP suite, we call it that because the very important person you have on board, the guests, would have an opportunity to stay in a beam master with their own split bathroom that would share with that twin suite. But as we look around the VIP suite, we see that contrast of the craftsmanship and woodwork that Galeon is well known for, as well as that contrast of fabric and backlighting. While we have huge open windows and visibility, you've got an opportunity to close that off and be private with the blinds on either side. Looking into the twin suite, you do have an opportunity to keep the beds separate, depending on how well your kids get along, or if you've got guests that wouldn't naturally share those beds. But it is to note that those beds are on tracks, that we could scoot those together and be somewhere in between a full or a queen. We have that full-size wood cabinet and closet with obviously great views out from that huge glass starboard window. So as we step into the largest bedroom on board, we have the master suite that is full beam. You can see the wonderful natural lighting that Galeons are well known for as that enormous glass when we look around the outside of the boat that allows this bedroom to feel very open air and even inclusive of that beach mode. We see the fabrication and craftsmanship that Galeon is well renowned for with that wood contrast and backlighting as the headboard, but we've got room to access that master suite bed from either side. You've got the port side that's going to have the vanity and a place for us to get ready or even act as an office and or workstation. To the opposite side, we've got cabinets, dresser storage, a large suit closet, as well as refrigerator and storage to keep refreshments. We come forward as we look at the foot of the bed or that wall. We've got a flat screen TV and additional storage. It's a great place to escape for the day, extend your day, let yourself nap and or stay overnight. Where we work our way out through the corridor, and we've got a washer dryer in suite, and most importantly, you've got your own bathroom and shower private and in suite without access to the rest of the boat. Thank you for taking the time to walk through this beautiful Galeon 560 Fly. My name is Caleb Peevler with MarineMax. If you'd like to take a closer look at the boat, check us out 24 hours a day at marinemax.com, where you can find the Galeon dealer closest to you.